Hi Liz, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Great, thanks. Okay. Welcome to the interview. Thanks for applying to the position of HR Generalist at our company. Just have a couple of quick questions, won't take long at all. Describe a situation where you've had to overcome a problem or obstacle in order to move forward with something. What did you do?
When I was first working at Kelsey's, I started out as a server and eventually worked my way up to become a bartender, and then was promoted to become a manager. And I found the transition from going from serving and bartending to managing was quite difficult because you're having to manage your friends and the people that you worked with kind of on a different level. And having to juggle that was difficult, but I find if you're a hard worker and you get your employees to respect you, you'll have no problem, and that's what I did.
Okay. All right. That's good. So give me an example of a time when you set a goal and were able to achieve it or meet the goal.
When I worked at Bobby C's, we had these quotas at the end of the week that we had to reach for upselling products. So whether it was upselling wine or upselling a steak, whoever upsold the most at the end of the week received a cash amount. And so there was quite a few times that I did receive that cash amount.
Oh, okay, excellent, nice. Okay, so you were mentioning before that you had became the manager at Kelsey's, and you had to manage friends and stuff. Tell me at a time you had to fire a friend.
There was one time I had to fire a friend, and along with another manager, and it was difficult. But if someone's not doing their job and if someone's slacking, it's better for the company to get rid of that person. So it was the best choice for the company. It was hard to do, but it's just something that had to be done. So I can't keep someone there just because we're friends. If they're not doing their job, then something needs to be done.
Yeah, there's a line there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 more questions. What would you do if the work what would you do if the work of a subordinate or team member was not up to expectations?
Well, I have quite a bit of previous team experience, and I've faced the situation a few times in the past. The most important thing I think is communication, and communicating with your subordinates, and talking to the person can really lead to some surprising discoveries. Also, knowing what the task is and knowing that they know what the task is and communicating that way. So in situations like this, the problem is usually a combination of miscommunication and just unrealistic expectations.
Oh, okay. Next, what would you do if the priorities on a project you were working on changed suddenly?
You'd have to notify everyone working on the project that the project has changed, and you would want to know why the priorities have changed, and if there is a risk of them changing again in the future. And then you'd meet with everyone involved and kind of get a new strategy to address the new priorities and just go from there.
Okay, nice. All right. So you disagree with the way your supervisor says to handle a problem. What would you do?
Well, I would evaluate the reason why I disagree with my supervisor and come up with a different way that I think the situation would be handled. And I would sit down with my supervisor one-on-one and in private and discuss with him what I had a problem with and how I think it should have been done, and maybe we can come up with a resolution together, and we could work on it that way.
Okay, so that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time for the interview, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.